Hello, Parkway family. Brother Dwayne asked me if I would bring a brief word to you this week. The goal today is to bring you a message that is both informational, maybe a little inspirational. As a young boy, I was often very curious about how things worked and what made them operate the way they did. I would open things up or take them apart just to see how they worked. The most important lesson that I learned was if it was working before, don't mess with it too much or it might not work right again. If it was already broken, well, I'd have nothing to lose. Today I want to kind of take the lid off and show you some of the inner workings of our church. I want to talk to you about the Deacon Family Ministry and the role of a deacon here at Parkway. Perhaps you've heard Brother Dwayne describe the role in this way: foot washer, water carrier, and peacemaker. Now that may sound a bit different than what you may expect or what you may have known from other traditional organizations, but what does it mean? Sure, the term peacemaker is a little obvious. Water carrier, well, that seems a little unassuming, but what about foot washer? Do we really wash feet? Not normally, but deacons are always ready to serve whenever and however it's needed. So let's take a quick look at the biblical context when deacons first became part of the church. This is found in Acts chapter 6. Now at this time, while the disciples were increasing in number, a complaint arose on the part of the Hellenistic Jews against the native Hebrews because their widows were being overlooked in the daily serving of food. So the 12 summoned the congregation of the disciples together and said, "It's not desirable for us to neglect the word of God in order to serve tables. Therefore, brethren, select from among you 7 men of good reputation, full of the Spirit and of wisdom, whom we may put in charge of this task. But we will devote ourselves to prayer and to the ministry of the word." So as the early church began to grow, the disciples needed help in the day-to-day task for serving in the church, so they could focus on preaching the word. As Parkway continues to grow, Pastors Dwayne and Todd will need to focus on preaching the word while the deacons help lighten the load of ministry. I like to think about this in a little different way. In John chapter 10, verse 11, Jesus said, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." Christ is the good shepherd of his church, the church. Dwayne is the shepherd of our flock. Deacons, well, we're like sheepdogs. We're here to work together with the shepherd to keep the flock moving together in the right direction. We're also here to help guard, guide, and protect the sheep. But what does that look like? Well, first it means that just like your friendly family dog, we want to make you feel welcome and that we're truly happy to see you. We'll even offer a paw for you to shake. We also want to make you feel loved and part of the family. We're here to pray with you and for you. We may reach out to help in times of need. We may check on you when you go missing from the flock to try to fetch you back by letting you know how much we missed you. We've even been known to beg. And just like Lassie, if Timmy's in the well, we can make sure that you get the help that is needed. Some of you may need to Google that reference. As part of the Deacon Family Ministry at Parkway, a deacon or multiple deacons are assigned to families based on the first letter of their last name. So each of you will have a deacon or deacons assigned to you. However, if there's a deacon that you seem to have a connection with, you may choose to adopt him as your deacon. Just make sure to let that deacon know that you've chosen him to be your deacon. If you don't already know, I would like to encourage each of you to find out who your deacon is. Ask me or any other deacon and we can tell you who's assigned to you. Introduce yourself, or we can even help with the introductions if you like. Tell us your name and your last name. Let us get to know you. Exchange contact information with your deacon. Help us help you. And as always, come on out to Parkway this Sunday, where we're always excited to see you. Woof woof.